Hi everyone, my name is Mahi and welcome back to Close Encounters, the podcast.
Hi everyone, it's Mahi and welcome back to a new episode of Close Encounters. Yay, new episode. So, there has been a recurring pattern in some of our previous episodes. Surprisingly enough, a lot of the guests that we've had on are athletes or are on the road to becoming athletes. They have some kind of athletic prowess. And something that's also been a recurring theme in all of their stories is the fact that things don't exactly work out in the timeline that they've built in their heads. So today we have a story just like that of overcoming your hurdles and emerging victorious and things just kind of working out when you least expect it. So without further ado, let's welcome Angela to our show. Hi, how are you today? I'm great. So it's a Sunday today. What have you been up to this entire day?
So actually, yesterday, Diwali is here, so we had like back-to-back programs yesterday, so today was more of a chill day.
Nice. Do you like Diwali? Do you like the loud sounds of the firecrackers and everything?
Actually, we went to my mom's colleague's house and we were just playing games and having some really good food.
That sounds like fun. Aside from that, how has life been for you? Let's talk about that for a bit.
Well, my college just started, and honestly, I'm enjoying it a lot. Except
Oh,
for the 1.5 hour lectures. It used to be 40-minute classes, but now it's like 1.5 hours.
so what are you currently pursuing in university?
Right now, I'm doing BBA with supply chain and logistics.
Wow, so you're smart, smart. Okay. So how has it been like going back to university? Is this your first year or it's like your second year?
It's my first year. I joined this year.
Amazing. So let's talk a bit about the transition from school to university. What were your expectations? I mean, so far it's been like a new chapter of your life. Going into this, did you kind of build it up in your head?
So basically, during school, I had some really good friends. Most of them traveled, okay, for studies back to India and to other places. I was a little afraid about making friends, but
Mhm.
praise the Lord, I have some really good friends right now. Um, Apart from that, studying wise, the teachers are giving a lot of support, and as well as my friends, they're giving a lot of support, which is really helping me to cope with this like drastic difference from school. Yeah, it's very independent. You have to be like, it's you. You have to do most of the things by yourself because in school it's like they're spoon feeding you, but here it's all up to us. If we want to do well, we'll work hard for it.
Has there any kind of like things you've noticed when you're in school, the environment is vastly different. When you're in university, things are different. You meet like good, bad, all the kind of shady people, nice people, anything like that. Have you kind of encountered something similar to that and has like kind of opened your mind up to the people that are actually in the real world?
Well, yes, because I went to a CBSE school. Most of us were Indians, so I was a little scared of, I'm gonna go college. There are gonna be a lot of foreigners, but I feel like that was just a judgment that I created in my head because right now I've met a lot of new and amazing people from abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so honestly, I'm like really happy that I was able to understand that, get into my head that not all people are like that. There have been a few bad instances, but um, I feel like it's just a minority. So
Okay, so aside from like uni and everything, what is something that you do every day or every week that you look forward to? Like, do you have a favorite show you watch? Do you like to eat something specific? Do you like to do something? Is there something that you look forward to?
actually, every single week on Fridays, in our house, we make chicken biryani. So
Stop. Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
so that's something we all love. So we look forward to the Friday dinner times.
Ooh, do you like your biryani like really spicy, like Hyderabadi biryani type?
Spicy, really spicy biryanis.
Oh, well, I can't tolerate spice. I hate spicy food. I mean, not like I hate it, but I'm gonna say like your spice tolerance is up there.
Yes, it is. Because my whole family is like, we need something spicy in every meal.
Have you learned how to cook biryani? Is it something that you're still working on, or are you kind of like a
I'm still
cooker
working
as
on
well?
it. I know how it's made, but I haven't made it myself.
That's so smart because that's how like I know if that's the case, then like I know 99% of cooking myself as well. I know how to make it, but I haven't like physically made it. That's an entirely different story. Okay, so let's one last thing to ponder upon because maybe I'd like to make you question about your life throughout the entire year. But the year is about to end in 2 months, which is exciting. Maybe not for some people. But is there something specific that's kind of been the highlight of your year? Something good, something not so good, something that you will think about for a while?
I said most of my best friends, they all traveled to India. So ever since they left, it's like I'm very alone at
Oh.
home. And my sister also came actually. She was studying in India. She came here. So I was alone, but when they left, I felt like, this emptiness in my heart because they were really close to me. So I guess throughout the last few months,
Hmm.
video calls with them have been really something I cherish.
Yeah.
We don't contact all the time. It's not that we're texting every day. It's maybe once or twice a month we go on a video call and just update each other about our lives. So that's something that will remain with me. And something that I learned from that is that it's not always about the distance that matters in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about
it's the
whether
effort
we
that you put in. Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the good stuff because when we spoke, you told me that you're very athletic. It's kind of been like a big part of your life. So let's go back in time a bit. What was the first sport that you picked up?
Definitely it was running race, 100-meter running races.
Yeah.
So I think I have one medal that I got in KG2, but I have no memory of me running in KG2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think my sports journey started from fourth grade
Okay.
when it was running a 100-meter race and 200 and relay. So it was it was a time where I was really active. I remember that I used to like tell ma'am, I want to do that, ma'am, I want to do this. Um, but as I grew up, I started to focus on particular sports and particular things within the field. So it moved from running to long jump to high
Hmm.
jump, then javelin and stuff like that.
Okay. So as you grew older, did that fire kind of dissipate because life just got busier and then you were like, okay, I might need to like take a step back because I can't do so many things all at once?
That is definitely one thing, but I feel like there were so many good runners and everyone in the team. So
Mhm.
definitely, as I grew up, my pace in running definitely reduced. Yeah. I wasn't able to cope up with those who were my teammates. So I was interested in high jump and javelin. I thought, why don't I try that? And when I did, praise the Lord, things worked out quite well.
You know what? This was so nice to hear because every time sports day came around in school, I do nothing but fall. So that's very nice to see. Yeah, like with the long jump, I would try to jump. I did my best to jump, but no one ever taught me how I can jump from here to here. Like I'm not a rabbit or a kangaroo. Like people expected you to jump that high. I never did though, but it's okay. My only athletic prowess lies in badminton, and that's like I take a lot of pride in it. Anyways, so when sports became an integral part of your life, you said like it really started in fourth grade because you kind of have a consciousness by then where you can kind of make decisions on what you want. So when it first started, did you see it faring out into being an important part of your life, or was it something that you just did for time pass?
Definitely from a young age, I started it because I was good at running. I was good at sports in general. But I guess when it came to like sixth grade, seventh grade, I was like, I think sports is like really important to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What?
One thing
Yeah.
about sports is balance between academics and sports.
Yeah.
It's like we had to get 60% above for each subject to be able to participate in sports.
Oh. Wow.
And I was really bad at studying when I was a
Oh,
kid. So it was all thanks to my mother that I passed exams.
I mean, I guess studying was easier when we were kids now that I look back at it. I think if we just had that same thing going on up until we did like boards and stuff, I would have, we all would have passed high school with like flying colors. Everyone would have, everyone would have done whatever they wanted. Anyways, so is this like, it's such an interesting thing to see. Do you think when you connect it to your own personal life, there were kind of people who can support you, but also at the same time, there are relationships that you have to let go of for whatever reason? Maybe you're too busy, maybe things just kind of don't work out that way. How was that impacting like you personally? Did you go through like any changes in relationships that you've had in your personal life?
I definitely to value relationships
Okay.
because I remember in my 12th grade, I was really, really stressed before going for my events.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just talking to a friend of mine, and he said, Angela, you've got this. We're all here for you. We're all cheering for you. You've got this. And it's something that I will never forget. Even though it was those simple few words, it stuck with me because it made me realize that there are more people who want the best for me and more people who support me than those who might not want the best for me.
Yeah.
And that honestly created so much confidence in me and so much happiness to know that even if I fail, there are people I can fall back on.
So you are involved in all of these sports. There's so many sports that you do. You said javelin, you said running, jumping, and when I saw you, I thought you'd be someone who'd do like basketball for some reason.
I'm so bad at basketball.
Really?
I'm so bad. One time during our morning coaching, basketball students are inside the court, we're outside, and we had a small break, so we thought of switching.
Okay.
And I looked like a penguin trying to run. It was really bad.
Oh my God. Did you at least have you ever been able to throw the ball in the hoop in the basket?
I during practice, during PE, they make us like do stuff, yeah. So that time I have made like one or two not more. But what
Anyway,
about you? Are you interested in basketball?
I am probably I've never seen you play, but I can guarantee you that I'm worse than you. I am I am 10 times probably worse than whatever however worse you think of yourself. I was never able to make the ball in the basket. I tried to use physics, I tried to understand it, I tried to like, oh, this is just point towards where you want to throw and do it. Failed. Even my teacher was like, just forget it, let it go. Anyway, so since you're a very sporty gal, is there any kind of sport that you wish would be a sport? Like if you were to come up with your own kind of sport, what would you come up with? I don't want like actual sports, like something fun.
Like, what about like eating race?
They actually have those.
Really?
Yeah, well, you didn't know. Like if you eat something, a big portion of something at a certain time in like 30 minutes or something, you get paid money. Yeah, it's disturbing. It's very nauseating to watch. But okay, if you were to take part in a contest like that, what would you eat?
I'm from Kerala in India.
Mm.
So, you know the Ona Sadhya we have? It's like we have like so many different curries and
That
side
you eat
dishes.
on like the banana leaf.
Exactly that
Yeah,
one.
I've had
So,
those.
if
Yeah,
it is, have you tried?
yeah, yeah. Of course, I've had them like many times since when I was a kid. We used to go get invited to these like Onam like gatherings and all. So yeah, I've had those. Really good.
Yeah, so if I had to choose, it would definitely be eating one of those because during Onam, it's just that we have like this newfound amazing appetite. We can just stuff things in like so much.
Oh my God, it doesn't. Yeah, I feel like all the calories and whatever nonsense people talk about just goes out the window at that time. I mean, healthy food,
Doesn't matter.
exactly, it doesn't matter. So aside from this, let's kind of go out of athletics for a minute. What do you do? Like, do you watch movies? Do you watch shows? Like, what do you do?
Definitely do watch shows. I'm very into Korean dramas.
Me too. Me too. Oh my God. Same. What's your favorite one right now?
Um, my all-time favorite, like from the bottom of my heart, is if you're talking romance comedy, it would be Business Proposal.
Oh my God. Business proposal.
I No matter how many times I watch it, I never get tired of it. It's me and my mother. We both are
Oh,
like,
when I watched it, I feel like I was the only one. I did not like it. I mean,
is it?
well, Shinhari's character, the Kim Sejong's character, she kind of annoyed me. She was really annoying at some points. But then after a while, I found myself like I had this urge to go back to the show and watch it for some reason. I never did that though. It was calling to me like rewatch, rewatch. Aside from that, like any other shows that you like, any other K dramas? What? Did you watch the second season?
Definitely. I'm waiting for the next one.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. I feel like I haven't met someone who loves dramas in so long.
Me, my sister, my mother, we love K-dramas.
It's so nice. That's so like I
Right
love
now,
it.
there are like new ones coming, Bon Appetit and Typhoon
Yeah.
Trading and stuff.
I feel
So
like
those also,
after 2023, they kind of lost their like magic. I don't know. I feel like the dramas after 23, I don't know, they kind of faded into nothingness because that year there were so many good shows. So many good shows. Oh my God. Okay.
2016 was like this golden year of K-dramas.
Oh yeah.
2016.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
remember
So
so
many good
many
stuff.
dramas. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Now let's get back to topic. So there were a few things. As I mentioned in the intro, there are timelines that we mentally create for ourselves where we want to achieve certain things. I believe you had something similar where things didn't really go according to plan because I believe it was seventh grade, you had an injury and then you couldn't qualify for nationals and it was 11th. Really? Damn, girl. Okay. I thought it was, okay. So there have been so many hurdles your way. You had an injury that you shared with me, and then you said you wanted to try out again for nationals, but then COVID came, and then things just kind of halted. What was going through your head in that moment? Like when these events started happening one after another, what was happening mentally for you?
At a young age, seeing our seniors perform and like on the track was something that gave us a lot of inspiration. And when they'd go for nationals, we wouldn't have a practices maybe for like a week or so. So that time I'd think, I have to make it to national somehow. But when COVID came, it was like a halt. I remember crying that, there's not going to be sports, will I ever get an opportunity? And then COVID, we all came out of it. Everything was good. 10th grade, we didn't have exactly a competition. So 11th was a year I was looking forward to so much from the bottom of my heart, but it wasn't the year for me.
Mm-hmm.
I got injured that year and I was really stressed. I was a deputy sports captain in 11th. So I had to be present for all the events, sports events happening in school.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing everyone on the field made me so emotional. I remember, only if I didn't get hurt, only if I wasn't injured, I could be there, with them, with my team. I remember being very, emotionally struck, but during that time, my friends and my family were my pillars of support. They
So,
were ones who came
mhm.
through that,
So
hard
what
time.
what happened to you? Like, how did you get injured? Like, were you in the zone, or did you just kind of lose focus for a second? What was going through your head in that moment?
I got injured on track. I mean, I was using a bad shoe, I guess. There are
Hmm.
multiple reasons for this. So, I was using a bad shoe, maybe my too much pressure on my shins. It was something called shin splints.
Okay.
So, um, they are like, when the moment we put our leg down, the whole leg is gonna feel like a burning sensation and stinging on the shins. So the doctor said you need absolute rest.
Mm.
And literally at that moment, I was like, no, I have competitions. He's like, you need rest, otherwise it will get even worse. Um, During that time, I remember like, in the mornings when I used to wake up to go to school, I used to call my mother and say like, I can't stand, it's hurting. And then yeah, but I got through, I came through, as I said, all God's grace and my family and friends who helped me.
So in all those like years of trying, let's say you had, when stuff just kind of came to a stop, there were like maybe 4 years where everything was just kind of frozen in time. So you made it to nationals in 12th grade? Yes. So that was a big moment for you. First of all, school was also coming to an end. It was kind of like the end of school, one chapter of your life, but it also kind of concluded, I want to say, with this moment that you've been waiting for so many years. How did that feel?
Because I remember like from childhood, they were my biggest supporters.
Mm,
You know, if I needed some sports equipment, I'd like go to them and they're like, oh, it's okay, yeah, let's go get it. You know, even if we weren't in like a good financial situation, they wouldn't matter because they wanted to support me. So
yeah.
at that moment, I felt extreme happiness because it was a dream that was fulfilled after years and years, of waiting and hard work. Um, I honestly don't know how to put into words how happy I was. I remember calling my mom and my dad and saying, I got in, I'm going. My sister and my friends, who were my best friend, she was more excited than me when I got
Oh.
into nationals team. So
So what sport was it that you were playing?
I was playing javelin.
That's
Honestly,
so cool.
yeah, I remember when I was younger, when I saw my seniors playing javelin, I was like, it's a very interesting sport. You know what? I think I should do it when I get older. I never imagined I would, but turns out, different than we imagined.
Oh my God. So were you the first time you played javelin? Like what was that experience? Was it any it's not an easy thing, by the way, obviously. It takes a lot of practice and you can mess up quite a bit. Do you have any memorable stories that you think about and you're just like, that was embarrassing? Mm-mm.
When we're doing javelin, we're supposed to like run and come, and the momentum creates like the force for which
Yeah.
the javelin goes. We're supposed to do it with spikes. I forgot to take my spikes. We were just down there for some measurements, my steppings. I forgot to take my spikes. I
Okay.
came with a javelin, I ran, and I just slipped. And there were so many people there, and I was like, oh no. Mom was like, where are your spikes? And I'm like, I just forgot in class.
What's the farthest you've been able to throw the jab? What do you call it? The
Javelin,
javelin,
the
right? Yes.
farthest, it was like not really impressive. It was like only 20 meters.
Okay, that is impressive. For someone who doesn't play the sport, that is quite impressive. So,
Yeah, I only had like a month of practice before everything. So
mm,
thanks to my teachers, I was able to at least do that much.
oh, that's great work. So, what are you currently pursuing in terms of sporting activities? Is there a specific sport that you're focusing on, or is it just javelin?
Actually, right now, college started, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, during the time in 11th when I was injured, I wanted to venture into other things. So I was into singing and dancing. So right now, I'm doing more of singing and dancing apart from
Okay.
sports.
So, what do you like? What's like the favorite thing to do in terms of singing and dancing? Is there a specific style or genre that you enjoy doing the most?
Singing, I love listening to Indian music. It's
Oh,
just, it just touches my soul.
yeah.
I don't know how to say it, but old, especially old Indian music is really,
Mhm.
Malayalam music is very heart, soul touching, When I
Mm.
hear the music, I sort of feel like sparkles everywhere, sort of. And dancing style, honestly, any style you give me, I'll like, try my best to learn it. Yeah.
Do you think if you ever go to a party, you'll be able to like bust a move and just like, kind of go crazy with the dancing?
It won't be good dance steps, but I'll just enjoy my time in a
Yeah,
party.
exactly. Like not dancing, but just kind of grooving to the music.
Definitely. I'll just go all out. I'm a very extroverted person and I love, meeting people, going for all these things. So definitely.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so in the years that led up to this moment for you, did you have expectations going into this kind of like qualifying round or whatever it is? Did you have expectations like, okay, maybe this is my moment to make it, or did that thought just like leave your mind at that point? Mm-hmm.
I wanted to really get, first position, but I got second. And with my second position, I was still able to make it to the nationals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like these expectations put a lot of stress on us, and I feel like in the last moment, because I really want we have three throws in javelin. So my last throw, I threw in a wrong posture and it sort of hurt my shoulder. So I feel like there was definitely a lot of the stress from the expectations I had for myself rather than which people around me had for myself.
Yeah. Would you ever see yourself playing in the Olympics? Like, are you that hardcore about?
No, 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 no.
Oh my God, why not?
I feel like sports is definitely a big part of my life and I still do it for the future, but more for, having fun than for
Yeah.
competition. Yeah.
Well, I get it. So I got one last question for you. In the moments leading up to this big moment for you, in the years leading up to all your progress, what kind of people did you surround yourself with, and what kind of people did you look up to the most?
Surrounded myself with those who are honest. So, those who say that I can when I can do something, and, you need to work on it if I can't do something. Those who are honest, and definitely
Mm.
that's again, as many times I've mentioned it, were my family and the very small friend circle I have.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were the ones who were the very important part of my life.
Oh. And I know this was a big moment for you as well. I mean, I know that we're talking about people around us, but how did it feel for your inner child, basically, that like younger version of you that was waiting for this to happen?
It's definitely a dream come true. It's like I really wanted to, go back and tell myself, like, you made it. Don't worry too much. Things are gonna happen along the way that might break you at some points, but, you know, there will be people around you. You yourself will be able to do good. Don't worry.
Do you think that this came at like the right time for you? Like this was the perfect time that it was supposed to happen for you? Mhm. Yeah. Mm. All right. Now, before we wrap things up, one last question. If you could tell anything to the viewers watching, just look into the camera and say whatever you want, any message.
Well, life will have a lot of challenges. It's something that you have to figure out, yeah? But just understand that everything is in the place that it have to be, and you know, do your best to, you know, um, keep yourself surrounded with people you love. Keep loving yourself and, improving yourself. Never look down on yourself. Never think pessimistic about yourself because something that's really important is that you are always ready to improve for the better. Yeah. Do not put yourself down. Challenges are going to come, obstacles are going to be there, but just know that you're going to make through. And, at some point of time, everything's going to get better. No challenge is going to last forever.
Wow, words of wisdom. So that was all for our episode today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Obviously, she said some very nice things. And like and subscribe and comment. I say this every episode. Like, come on, you know what to do. And I will see all of you in our next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.